Going back to my early days, I had no transport. In some estates, it was Shank's pony. Even a bicycle wasn't convenient because you had too many fences. You couldn't be feeding the pheasants and pushing your bike along at the same time. So it was walking virtually everywhere. And I always wondered how many miles I walked in a day. It seemed like miles and miles, and I'm sure it was. To me, that was the best way of doing the job. Your eyes and your ears were revolving, listening, looking at the ground, looking up the trees. And of course, the weather threw things at you, and you had to adapt. Rain, gales, or lovely still mornings. Your ears just got tuned to the sounds of the countryside. When I see rooks, jackdaws, starlings, grazing if you like, but in big flocks, probably stubble fields, when they're turning into that, looking for food, I can almost vouch you'll have a hard frost or even snow. And sometimes barn owls will come out in the afternoon hunting because they know that the ground's going to be covered up for either days or longer. So they try to find a bit of food before it all disappears. I have to say, nature is much more tuned into changes. They know more than us. Way back then I was just a learner, but I learned off them. You don't need to listen to the weather forecast. You just go and watch nature. I was always out, first light, and I'd be walking around there, whistling away to the pheasants. I'd have been 6 or 7. The school was only half a mile away, but we had to walk down through a wood, very tall beech. So you saw the spring, summer, the autumn, winter. That was my first real connection with the countryside, because it's the wartime, and my father, he had to help the shepherds. One lambing season, he set off to go way up this valley, and I remember following them. All the time I could see them in the distance, I kept back. And I finished up, goodness knows where, and I don't know how far it was, but somebody had to take me all the way back home again. And I remember curlews. I can remember curlews as if there were, loads of them. I was really hooked. I thought, this is the countryside, this is nature. I just thought there was no other world. This is it. And I used to know every egg, and I just knew where to look for them. Just learned as I went along. And nobody said, oh, that's this, that's that. I thought I got a little nature book. The fields was our playground. like 1930s, the fields, the wildness of it. Like parts of Ireland I've seen. I just thought, this is it. I'm grounded to nature. I thought God must have made all this, created it. I mean, when you look at a little plant, and a year later it's that high, and 2 years later it's that high. I believe in nature, but I still think somebody's created that, and somebody's looking after that. And I thought, it's somebody up there. When my mother realised I was going to go into gamekeeping, oh God, she was horrified. She says, oh William, there must be better jobs than that. And I think she thought I was going to go for engineering. I mean, we never locked the door. Never. Not even when I was living on my own up at Pencaitland. Just went away, left the door undone. We never thought there was any evil out there. When you talk about in the army, it crept up on me slowly. Don't trust everybody. And I can't remember jealousy. I can't remember being jealous of anybody. Once you've started your life off with your feet touching the soil, it's very difficult walking on concrete. You just think, hang on, this is not me at all. Got to get out and get my shoes dirty or feel that earth under there. The wildness is where not too much modern machinery changing the landscape beyond repair. Nature's not out there to kill you. To be left in the middle of London, in the underground or whatever, empty or full. I'd be more terrified there than being dropped away out in the middle of nowhere. As I say, nature's not out there to kill you. I don't think I was ever in a rut. Now and again I was sort of cheesed off. I went in a rut. The seasons always help to pull you out of one drab job. Even every week there's something a bit different. But certainly the seasons, big changes, you wouldn't get that in a factory. money's just a thing you've got to have to survive. I can go out and sit on the side of the hill all day, looking down at the world going by. It's cost me nothing, but I can enjoy what I'm taking in. Nature itself doesn't waste anything. It's like a big recycling machine in itself. Trees teach you kindness. I've always thought that. I've read an article in the paper some time ago. If a forester comes in and cuts one tree down, the trees in that circle, they all feel pain. Sometimes I think I can feel it. I think they're communicating with each other. And I've stood in woods at night in the pitch dark, dead silent, but I still think the trees are all had a little chat amongst themselves. If I said this, some people would say I was bloody loopy. I've never seen an angry tree. So I just think they're my friends. They're looking after me, or they're making sure I have a safe passage through the wood and out the other side. Yeah, I've gone into a wood, feeling downcast, if that's the right word. I can sit in the wood for 2 hours, just minding my own business, sometimes even dozing off. I wouldn't say I go into the wood with anger, but I just feel, oh God, I've got problems here, problems there, I've got to sort that out. When I get out and walk out, I feel a different person. You get more benefits being alone in Woodland than company. It's not the same. It's just like when you're walking through, there's a thing around you, you're being protected. It's just like a cloak. I've never had any fear. I'm more at home in the Woodland, even in here. In the spring when all the leaves come out, you can hear the hum of hornets, whatever they are, twittering of birds going around picking up little tiny caterpillars. Like a cathedral, but it's burst into song. It's nature's singing. I used to go in Compton sometimes, and the whole wood was alive. I'd get away from everybody. I'd just soak this all up, thinking, everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's a peaceful environment. Even when the trees are really being thrown around by the wind, you've got to try and copy that. People throw abuse at you. and you sort of think, oh, did I deserve that? You have to weather it. The next day, you woke upright, saying, oh, well, I am what I am. Nature's got a hell of a resilience. After we've gone, they're still here. And that's why it is beyond our understanding. I mean, the seasons, how is it? It's all in place. Everything, almost down to the day. It's got a program. No human being could work that out. I mean, every tree bursts out, every leaf is perfect, uniform, and each tree, this is my pattern. Well, I like rivers. I tell you, if you've got any stress, that's the place to go. You know, when the water flows by, it just seems as if you've got any problems, it goes out through your feet, through the soil, into the water, and it's gone. I do keep looking at that landscape and think, who was here before us? I've been to some places where I get emotional. Sadness still hanging over old tumble down buildings. In my job, I reared pheasants to be shot. And to a lot of people, they think that's cruel. I don't see it that way. They've had a good life out there. They're free. If they feel like walking 10 miles away, they can do so. But when they're shot, it's instant. And they equate that to chickens in sheds, sheep, cattle. There's no escape. What is right and what's wrong? That's where the connection between nature and the product is broken. Where did it start, or how is it harvested? Coming off the land and arriving on your table. Huge gulf there. I think that's the thing, that the right balance and what's out there, live and let live. On average, I say 2 cars per house, sometimes 3 cars. You don't need all them, but it seems to be a necessity. Fashions or trendsetters, so people come up with new ideas of different clothes. Why all this rubbish? Just go out and buy a nice suit and look after it. My generation, we were much more connected to the estate, to the landscape. We could read the countryside. Yeah, we were more connected. Don't try to pack too much into one day. There's always tomorrow, the day after, the day after. When problems are stacking up, don't get it into your head. it's all got to be sorted out today. There's always tomorrow. So just let it level its way out. Don't burden yourself by thinking, I've got to do this job on my own, when there's no harm in asking somebody. It took me years before I slowed down. I thought, hang on a minute, why am I still driving myself? Slow down. You've done it. It's a pity the job I was in wasn't better paid. For the hours I put in, and the effort I put in, and the results I produced, that was a disappointment, but it's accepted. I knew full well, you never get rich as such. We do tend to hang on or cling to something. Think of something new now. If you dwell on something and you're not going to get anywhere, for goodness sake, let go. Nature's got a calming effect. It's a loving force. There's death, but there's birth. Dust to dust, as they say. There's probably a cure for everything. It's out there, nature's got it, but nobody's found it yet. We shouldn't be relying on chemical or scientific stuff for cures. Country people are more approachable, with my experience anyway. I can go out in the Downs for a walk. 9 times out of 10, you respond in some way, even if it's just good morning, nice day. But if you go down the town and you try saying that or behave the same way, they look at it as if you've come from space. I've even seen trees virtually bent over by the hedge cutter. It'll have scars on it, but it'll pull itself out. The following year, you would know it had been touched. I think you learn just as much from, say, looking out your back garden. Nothing's moved, nothing's run away. We're still here, we're still alive. We're still being fed with oxygen from the air, rain coming out of the sky. And as long as that's happening, we'll always be here. What birds come in our garden, I feel privileged they've come to visit. Got to have a little bit of wildness. You've got to leave a few weeds. Even when the weather's wet, what you do is put a waterproof on your wellies and just get out there and, explore. I feel I've got to go out there on a daily basis. You get your batteries charged up and you come back in a better frame of mind. my neighbours, been indoors all the time watching the telly. I've been out there and seen a different world. I always preferred working on my own, right from the time I left school. The more I was on my own, the better I was. I had time to think. Just thoroughly enjoying listening to silence. I felt very comfortable being on my own, day or night. Soaked up the atmosphere, if I could call it that. Wind, rain, frost, sunshine. I think I was probably learning more about myself. Who am I? Many a time I did question that when I was walking around. Just felt that there was some power there, as if I was indestructible and I could do this for eternity. Well, I'm glad I experienced that. You know, I just had that inner strength, if you want to call it that. It was a routine, but it wasn't a boring routine. Looking at nature, there was always something different. Every day, different sounds, different weather, different movements. It was never 2 days the same. I walked the land effortlessly. You know, I never felt tired or exhausted. I knew what my route was. I went at my pace. Never found it a struggle. I've got a wealth of knowledge and everything that's going on out in the countryside. And that's from years of experience, and it's still in my memory box. And I'm still learning. Because you know what I always say, set off at the pace that you want to maintain for the journey.
This is my Father's world, and to my listening ears all nature sings, and round me rings the music of the spheres. This is my Father's world, I rest me in the thought of rocks and trees, of skies and seas, his hand the wonders wrought. This is my Father's world, the birds their carols raise, the morning light, the lily white, declare their Maker's is my Father's world. Oh, let me never forget that though the rock seem so strong, God is